name is Kimberley Taylor. I'm 28 years old, and I'm the founder of a company called Loop. And that's what I've been doing for the last 5.5 years, is building out this business. I studied chemical engineering and came across the traveling salesman problem. And that's what got me interested in this logistics and delivery space. Yeah. And that's what led me to start building Loop. So the company is called Loop. Interestingly, it was first called Bunga, which was just some funny name that that I used to say every time something went well, but it wasn't necessarily appropriate for what we were doing here at Loop. The reason why I love the name Loop is because it really talks to our approach to solving problems, right? And an approach to tech and an approach to progress over perfection. It's about iteratively learning, iteratively gaining more insights and intelligence, and using that to further build out more innovative solutions. It's this constant feedback loop that we're in of progressing forward, using data and insights. And so it really talks to what we do here at Loop, using insights and intelligence to build better tech, our iterative approach to building tech, and I think just this focus on progress over perfection. It's interesting. I studied chemical engineering because I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do. And I loved that I knew that engineering, specifically chemical and process engineering, does teach you a way of thinking and how to solve problems. And so, yes, I'm not doing exactly what I started studying, but in some ways I felt like it was the best base in order to go into the world of business, where constantly about solving problems. It's constantly about, a lot of the problems you can't go and Google. It's about understanding, how do I get in different data points? How do I make good assumptions? I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that it's taken this trajectory, because the last 5.5 years have been some of the most beautiful years of my life, right? Being able to design and build, and the people I've had to meet as a result of building out Loop. And here at Loop, it's always about like serving the people that we interact with. So it's how do we, and it's about serving every single person in that supply chain, be it the business, the operations managers, drivers on the road, the end customer. We really are building out products that make their lives easier, happier. And I always say, it's like, how do we give them more time to do other things, the things that are more important, right? Like time for the other things that matter in life. And so that's what we're always working on, is a product that opens up that efficiency and really, like, it's really amazing when people are happy, when people are, we see them interact with software and it just makes their lives easier. And that's what we're always aiming for. And we want to do that at scale. So for us, that's, traditionally in the last 5.5 years, we've worked predominantly in South Africa. But longer term, medium and longer term, we are wanting to do that, to expand and do that outside of South Africa. How do we impact more lives? So I think that's really part of our long-term goal, is just how do we impact more lives? How do we serve more people with what we're doing? And there's a couple different ways we serve each other, right? Just internally. So it's about us growing as a team. And so, I think those are the themes around, I think, where we're going and what we're about. So, I mean, my mom, Sure. My mom is an absolutely incredible woman. When I started this journey, it's so interesting. There wasn't, and maybe just because I wasn't aware of them, there weren't loads of examples of female leaders and businesswomen. And when I look back, it's so beautiful because I've had one right underneath my nose the whole time. I mean, my mom just coming from quite difficult circumstances in Brazil, and just using strength and bravery and hard work and just absolutely elevating herself out of those circumstances. Um, and has been such an inspiration. And I think what I always see in her is that she is so clear on her passion and her purpose, and that's what drives her. That's what allows her to constantly be brave, to do the hard things, to make the hard decisions, to take the risks, is because she is so clear on what her purpose is here on this earth, and she is so passionate about that. And I think every time I feel a little bit down, I go and speak to her, and I just see her ability to persevere through so much. And I think maybe what I would say to other young females or whoever, on their journey is, I think we underestimate how powerful some of the qualities we have as women, right? Our intuition, our empathy, and not that men don't also have these, but there are some really nurturing, beautiful, attention to detail qualities that women possess that are so fundamental in building businesses, right? When I look at successful businesses, they're successful because the people in those businesses care, which is something that sometimes comes quite naturally to women, right? We care a lot. And it really, I think if women understand that we can embrace these beautiful qualities that we sometimes have quite innately, and know that it's these are great qualities to build businesses, to be a leader, and really gain loyalty with our team. That's also why I think women can be such beautiful leaders, is because they are so nurturing, and that they build such loyalty with their team. And so, yeah.